Dragon Man is immune to all bleed, poison, and armor shatter effects, but he is not immune to armor break. But that's okay. Anytime Dragon Man receives an armor break, he will degenerate the opponent every 0.5 seconds. This damage is increased by 100% against Cosmic Champions. Look out, Angela. Dragon Man's offensive combat power rate is reduced by 35%, but this isn't such a big deal, as at the start of each fight he will gain a power gain charge, generating 12% of a bar of power every second. This power charge is removed when he is stunned. If Dragon Man has 0 power charges, then he will create one after 12 seconds. When defending, this duration is reduced by 4 seconds. But when fighting those pesky science champions, upon receiving a non-damaging debuff, this cooldown is paused for 0.35 seconds. Dragon Man excels at destroying opponents against a wall. I mean, wouldn't you be terrified by a giant robot dragon that's got you cornered? Well, whenever the opponent is backed against the wall, Dragon Man will receive a cornered passive. This is unaffected by ability accuracy modification. Each hit, while the opponent is cornered, will now deal a large burst of physical damage. This damage is increased by 35% for each ineptitude or unique buff on the opponent, up to 105%. The opponent's defensive combat power rate is also reduced by 70%, while above 2 bars of power. Anytime Dragon Man knocks down the opponent, he will gain an Unblockable buff for 3 seconds. The duration of this is paused during special attacks. While Dragon Man's heavy attack looks like it would incinerate the opponent, it absolutely does not incinerate the opponent. However, if the opponent has any incinerates already applied to them, the heavy attack will ignite each of them, dealing a large burst of energy damage for each incinerate on the opponent. If there are 6 or more incinerates, this damage is increased by 50%. The final hit of the Special Attack 1 will inflict a non-stacking slow for 8 seconds. This will not trigger against natural class advantage, so it is not very useful against most of the Spider-Verse opponents. The first hit that contacts the opponent during the Special Attack 1 will consume 1 power charge to inflict an ineptitude buff, reducing the potency of new Fury, Armor Up, Precision, and Cruelty buffs by 75%. This lasts for 30 seconds. All 3 hits of Dragon Man's Fire Breath inflict Incinerate, dealing energy damage over 25 seconds. Consume 1 power charge when throwing the Special Attack 2 to generate a Fury buff, increasing attack rating for 30 seconds. Dragon Man's Special Attack 3 doesn't do a whole lot of damage, and it will consume all stacks of power charge, each contributing 4 seconds to an Unstoppable buff. While active, this Unstoppable instantly regenerates 85% of hit damage received from all attacks other than the Special 3. After this special attack ends, generate 3 stacks of power charge. Additional stacks of power charge do not generate additional power. However, you can use them combined with your Special Attack 1 or 2 to increase the amount of ineptitudes on the opponent or Fury buffs on Dragon Man. Dragon Man is an amazing champion on his own, but he gets even better if he is awakened. When awakened, Dragon Man will gain specific buffs whenever a non-science champion has specific buffs active on them. If the opponent has a regeneration, Dragon Man will reduce the opponent's regeneration rate. If the opponent has a power gain, reduce the opponent's ability power gain rate. If there is a Fury, Dragon Man will increase his armor rating. And if the opponent has an armor up, Dragon Man will increase his attack rating. Dragon Man will counter a Precision with a critical resistance buff, and Cruelty with a critical damage resistance. So basically, anytime the opponent tries to gain an upper hand, Dragon Man can predict this and become better at defending. Playing Dragon Man is all about keeping the opponent in the corner. You want to back them into that corner as much as possible to get that cornered passive active. Then you want to race to your Special 3. Now, upon using your Special 3, you will gain an Unblockable charge, an Unstoppable charge, and up to 3 power charges. These power charges will not increase the rate at which you gain power. However, you can use them one by one with either your Special Attack 1 or Special Attack 2 to apply ineptitudes or fury buffs. After you have thrown your Special Attack 3, make sure you keep the opponent cornered. You will then race to your Special Attack 2. I like to go just above this, almost to where I'm about to hit my Special 3, and then fire your Special Attack 2. In this way, you will incinerate the opponent, but you're almost about to get your Special Attack 2 again. Hit your Special Attack 2 one more time, and the opponent should have 6 incinerates on them. Now, while they are cornered, use a heavy attack to ignite those incinerates, dealing a large burst of energy damage. Keep in mind, whenever the opponent is cornered, you will be doing a burst of physical damage as well from this cornered passive. Once the opponent is in the corner, Dragon Man's damage really ramps up. Keep in mind as well, as you hit these Special Attack 2s, you will also be gaining Fury buffs to increase your attack rating against the opponent. One other way to play Dragon Man is to, instead of using Special Attack 2, use Special Attack 1 to inflict ineptitude buffs. Remember that the physical damage bursts will increase by up to 35% to 105% for each ineptitude on the opponent, which means you can really ramp up his damage using simply the Special 1s. However, I still find the Special 2 to be more damaging than the Special 1. Finally, don't forget that his Special 3, if you go into it with 3 power charges, will increase the length of his Unstoppable buff, giving you more opportunity to back the opponent into the corner and make sure you can inflict maximum dragon damage.